What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy JR here. We are back with another video, and as you can see, your boy has the ZX6R up on stands. Link for the stands will be in the description, man, if y'all want to copy some. They're not expensive at all, and I do think it's necessary to have both stands anyway. So, but the purpose of this video today is we are going to clean our chain, and we're going to use the MOTUL Road Chain care kit right here. All right, guys, so this is everything that comes in the MOTUL box right here. We've got the chain cleaner itself, and then we have the chain lube. You see the little sticker down there, and then you have the brush that comes with it, and it also comes with a pair of gloves. Pretty sure that's just one-time use, so just go ahead and get you a box of latex gloves. Anyway, so we got the bike up on the stands right now, and the first thing I'm going to do is probably just put like a towel right up under here, under the tire, and I'm gonna try to put a towel like up on against the rim too, because what you don't want to do is oversaturate it or getting cleaner or lube and stuff on the tire. You know, that's just a bad scenario when you get out on the road, because I'm actually about to go out and ride as soon as I finish doing this. But let's go ahead and get into it, kind of shield some stuff, and we're gonna go on and get into the cleaning portion. First thing that you want to do is make sure that you have the bike in neutral. That way the tire can spin and you can get the entirety of the chain. So this time we're going to use this brush. And if you look at the brush, it's got 3 sides, so it covers 3 sides. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it this way. And then I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to hit it this way. So that way it gets the back of the chain too. Guess we're gonna go ahead and get the back of the chain first then. All right, turn around so you can get the top of the chain. Now we'll wipe it down one last time. All right, so now we got it wiped down. We've brushed it. Now we're gonna go ahead and run some lube over it. Make sure that we're good to go. But when I apply the lube, I'm gonna be kind of light with it, because you don't want to oversaturate it with lube, because you're definitely gonna have this chain spinning, and you don't want too much overspray, or you know, want it slinging off. So, and I'm gonna spray back here kind of between the sprocket and the chain itself. And then after I finish this, I'm gonna go around to the other side so I can kind of try to get the back side of the chain too. All right, so we got the chain sprayed and everything, got the lube on it. I'm just gonna take this little brush right here. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I might have put too much, and I probably did. not knowing how thick it is, you know. Not knowing the full consistency of it, I may have gone a little overboard. And that is pretty much it. The only thing else I'm gonna do is kind of try to wipe down this tire a little bit. And this wheel to try to make sure we ain't got a whole lot of extra. Look at that. Nah, that's probably brake dust. Probably some oil too, or some lube. Okay, so let's go on and get out of here. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it as far as cleaning the chain. Everything looks pretty good from what I can tell. I was able to get pretty much every part of the chain, front, back, top, side. So everything looks good. I don't have any overspray or, you know, anything leaking, no excess. But I am gonna just let it sit here for a minute. I just came from the gym, so I'm gonna go and hit the showers real quick, and then I'm gonna come back out and we're gonna take it for a spin, and you know, Lord willing, y'all know everything if everything is cool. But I'm pretty sure that I did this right. I mean, if I didn't, like I said, you know, y'all put some tips, man, in the comment section about how we can do this better, probably more efficiently. But it was pretty much an easy process. Like I said, links will be in the description for bike stands, you know, if you're interested in get one. Also, link will be in the description for the MOTUL chain care cleaning kit. Out here on the road, so far so good. I really don't know what a bad chain, riding on a bad chain feels like. Like I said, I only got like 2,200 miles on my bike, so not sure what that looks like. But anyway, man, I knew it was time for me to clean my chain, so I'm glad I went on and did it. Like I said, this is probably gonna be one of the last times for a minute that I'll be able to get out here on the bike. I got my gear on, got my leather Alpine Star on, you know, I got my race boots and everything, so we ready, man. So when we get out here, probably take a ride downtown, check out one of the meetup spots where bikers usually go just to hang out for a bit. And yeah, man, we're just gonna kind of enjoy these couple hours of nice weather and monitor how this chain does. Hopefully, you know, I mean, everything feels good right now, but hopefully, you know, everything is the way it's supposed to be and lubricated properly. So one of the things that I did want to talk about is winterizing my bike. And when it comes to winterizing my bike, I thought about this a lot. It's not really, it's only maybe a couple months that, you know, I'll probably not be on it. And I'm thinking January and February is going to be it, because we're already halfway through December. It's crazy. But I'm figuring that, like I said, of course, I'm going to put the bike up on stands, front and back. I have those links in the description if you want to go and get those. They're very inexpensive, but I feel like they're very necessary. And another thing that I have is I have Stable. And with Stable, it's a fuel stabilizer, you know, that you basically just put in. If you have like this is my first season, so I'm just learning how to do this stuff. But I'm gonna get a full tank of gas before I take it in. I'm pretty much gonna fill it up if I have to, before I park it for real, store it, whatever you want to call it. But I'll put in maybe an ounce of Stable for the fuel, just to kind of preserve that. Other than that, really, that's gonna be it, because it stays in the garage. So I want to make sure that the tires stay good, and I probably want to end up, you know, every now and then starting it up, taking it out, even though it's gonna be like hella cold. I mean, at least start it up maybe right around the neighborhood just a little bit, just to kind of keep the juices flowing through the bike. But other than that, that's pretty much it. If you don't have a garage, fuel stabilizer I would definitely recommend, and definitely some type of covering to keep it, you know, protected from like snow, ice, that type of deal. Other than that though, that's all I can really think of. Now people mention about brakes and brake lines seizing up and things like that. So if you're, I don't know, y'all tell me in the comment section, man. Like, if you park your bike or store your bike in a garage, is it really necessary to, I mean, what else is there really to do? Keep it up on stand so that you don't damage the tires, you know, getting these soft spots or whatever you want to call them, or you mess the tires up. Or stable, you know, fuel stabilizer in the garage. I mean, you don't really have to keep it covered. That's pretty much it though, right? I mean, if it's something else, man, y'all let me know. Yeah, so it's been about 2 weeks since I've been out. Maybe a little bit longer than 2 weeks, but that's pretty much it, man. But it's a beautiful day out. It's about 66 degrees, and y'all know in the wintertime or late fall, it only touched that temperature for maybe a couple hours, and then it's going to start dropping down again. So I hope that you all, you know, if wherever you are able to still get out and ride, man. I really hate to even have to park it or store it, but also I am considering purchasing some gear. I don't know, it's a long shot, but I am considering purchasing some gear to maybe even ride through the winter, you know, as long as it's not any snow or black ice. It's a possibility. Now I've heard people talk about it, you know, getting heated gloves. Like Alpine Star sells some heated gloves you can get like off of Revzilla. And I've also heard of people, you know, getting like the base layers and just layering up essentially, and that would pretty much take care of it. But I think the hand is the main thing that people are concerned about, like your hands and your neck. So I have a balaclava that is thicker and it has neck protection, but I mean, it's not hard to, you know, like throw on a scarf or something. I'm just considering ways that if by chance I do get the gall to get out there in the winter time, I'm talking like when it's below, I mean, if it's in like the 40s, because I know people do it. I see them right now. I see them out there, and I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it. My temperature read 35 degrees on the car, you know. So I'm like, yo, I'm not getting out there right now. I can't do that. And I feel like you kind of got to be like a diehard rider to get out there and do something like that. But I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. But yeah, so I'm gonna pull over for a second real quick, and we're gonna check this bike out. I think we've been riding enough to kind of determine if this chain is lubricated the way that it should be. Let me see. I'm gonna park right here just so I can get some good lighting so that y'all can kind of see. Alright, so let's get down here. Let's take a look at the chain. From what I can tell, I mean, it looks fine. It's riding fine. I don't think I oversaturated it. I could tell that the chain lube is sticky. It's like tacky. But I don't see, you know, a lot right here on this fairing bottom right here. Hopefully I put enough. I don't know. Haven't had any issues with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I think we're good to go. Hope and pray that we're good to go. Lord, please let it be good. But anyway, man, if this is your first time in the channel, you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, man. It's your boy JR. We about to get out here and just enjoy a little bit of time that we do have on the bike before, I don't know, we may have to park it, but I'm still, like I said, gonna get out here and try to do the best I can with riding, get all my gear and everything. But yeah, man, it's your boy JR. I will holler at you guys in the next one. Y'all have a good one. Peace.